Okay, so hi everyone. We've been looking at speech-to-text benchmarking. I think the main output of what we got through was we've got some quite good high-level requirements about what is going to be useful in this space. So I think one of the big issues historically has been lots of people can't agree on even word error rate itself. So we've got a GitHub page that's going to hopefully be a sort of launching board to getting something out there that people can use to evaluate lots of different providers, and hopefully, eventually, get to a point where you can just turn up with a zip file full of your audio and transcripts. It gets automatically sent off to the various providers, and then you get a whole load of sort of diagnostic information back about not just word error rates, but how things are going with capitalization, punctuation, and a bunch of other things. So, we've got a load of issues here. This afternoon we made progress on R17, which was basically getting a given transcript, a reference file, into our internal format. So we wanted to come up with some internal format that's going to be extensible in the future. So in the future you might not want to just measure word error rate, but also how well a provider is doing on sentiment analysis on a given word, and just make it like really future-proof. So we kind of tentatively came up with an internal format that we want to use, and we've got a merge request out there to convert a very simple text file into that format. So so what else do we want to say? Tom's been doing some work on how to, we're open sourcing, SpeechMaster, we're going to be open sourcing part of our internal test suite that goes off and compares different providers. So Tom's been making progress in that direction.
Yeah, so like Will says, we've got this internal tool where, as you mentioned before, you can input a zip file and then it will go and send it off to different providers. That runs on Kubernetes, but we felt that was probably a bit too heavyweight as an open source project. So I've been working on trying to strip it back and just making it run as just a Python module. So it's not quite in a state to show you, but hopefully that's not too far away. And then stick a zip file on, add your providers, and then go and get the transcripts back. And then we're working on how we actually want to measure those transcripts.
Sorry, there was no pretty demo. Are there any questions? Okay. Oh, sorry.
Do you have any idea as to what the metrics might be?
We talk about that in great detail.
So there's word error rate, sentence error rate, weighted word error rate. Maybe you get very offended if a provider does lots more insertions than deletions. So you can weight that. So for diarization, there's diarization error rate. For punctuation, you might have your precision and recall. Same for capitalization. And yeah, maybe I think we've got some other ones down there, but that's just a sample off the top of my head. Yeah.
Are there any other questions?
I'm not a developer, and so when I came to see you earlier, I think something to help clarify that to me was that, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that it, rather than say the newsroom at the FT or how would we implement an accuracy check there, rather than buying different tools and their trustworthiness. I think it was interesting the open sourceness of this and the fact that we have an idea of how trustworthy the tools are themselves. I might have said that incorrectly.
Yeah, no, but I think that's the right kind of principle. We want to have a tool that is open, that evaluates all providers in the same way, so that people can't be skewing their numbers. And I think the idea is that people turn up with their own sort of test sets and data sets, and maybe eventually we'll come up with some way to have some standardized ones that are maybe maintained by some consortium or something that are just run through the providers in the background on a regular basis. But yeah, the idea is you turn up with your data set, stuff that you care about, you want it to be transcribed in this way, with this exact format, and then you see how all the providers do, and there's no sort of ambiguity about how the comparison is happening. It's all there and out in the open, which I think would be really nice.
I think one thing I wanted to add to that is it's not just like evaluating providers, but it's also like different use cases of the different like languages, dialects, and things like that. For your material, you might want to see how that performs.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That kind of comes into the. So we kind of see that as that would be the test set that each individual would have.
Yeah.
That just comes into you want to pick the provider that works best for your test set. So we want to make a project that enables you to test it for whatever purpose you have.
Yeah, that sounds good. Any other questions on that?
Just a comment here that it probably would be interesting to see the results of those tests over time, so you can see how the algorithms are progressing in time, and so then you can pick the right tool for, or like pick the right engine for the kind of material that you're working with.
Yeah, well, the easier it is for people to test these things, then the easier stuff like that is going to be to do.
Cool. Yeah.